Did investigators in Huron County ignore a serial killer? That's the headline. Attorney General Dave Yost is hiding records. He won't say what BCI did after getting info in 2023 that Fred Reer was suspected. Well, he's suspected in one disappearance, suspected homicide, and there are three other mysterious, deaths under difficult circumstances. Two of them were ruled a suicide. One of them was horribly investigated. The other one was in Florida, and I haven't gotten the full report on that. But we're developing that story. The story posted today. Did investigators ignore a serial killer in Huron County? There's a little surprise at the end. The big reveal is on Monday. We started reporting this story. I started reporting this story in December of 2022. And I've been working with an advocate who started working the story in October of 2022. And she's the one who brought it to my attention. And then as it happened, I began reporting on it. And the rest is history. It eventually got the attention of Cleveland media, which brought more attention, and Cleveland Missing became involved. And former Huron Police Chief John Majoy um, was president of Cleveland Missing at that time, and he had influence with BCI. So BCI started an investigation. It was actually the first investigation of the disappearance of Amanda Dean, which probably should have always been a homicide investigation from the day her family reported her missing. So the big reveal is on Monday. How did they put that case together? The Attorney General's not talking. He's not even confirming that Fred is suspected in at least one other death and could be a serial killer. He won't respond. He's improperly withholding all of the records related to the case, all of them, except for the PowerPoint presentation at Fred's sentencing hearing. So, but with that, and with the emails that have been provided me from a source that were sent directly to John Soraya, the special agent in charge of the state's investigation, we're able to piece this together rather well. And nobody from the Ohio Attorney General's office or the BCI or the sheriff's office, for that matter, or the prosecutor's office, nobody has refuted any of the information that we've been publishing. We gave them a full look at what our story today. Did investigators ignore a serial killer in Huron County? We gave them a full look at what we were aiming to report about. And then, the deadline passed, as deadlines do. So read that story. If you come up against the paywall, consider purchasing a subscription. I'm going to try and get like a lower subscription cost for people who just want some stories, but I'm working on that. But also, if you call me, I'm 419-357-5051. I'm Matt Westerhold with StayTunedSandusky.com. The big reveal is Monday. Who put it together? Who actually, figured out the evidence that would get Fred Reer convicted and sentenced? Fred is going to spend 14 years in prison. He'll likely spend most of that term behind bars, but that's what he was sentenced to. The other story developing is the city's community rec center. This has been a long time coming, 30 years, 40 years, as long as I can remember. The city's always needed a a community rec center for kids. Well, now it's going to get that rec center, but we're taking a close look at the final phases of selecting a design. The city's planning commission is going to look at a proposed plan on January 28th, and we'll be there, and we'll show you whatever we can on that. It's a $10-12 million project at the former American Crayon site on Hayes Avenue. Um, Two gyms, three activity rooms, weight training and exercise rooms. Um, the big question is, will there be a kitchen? There is a push to have a kitchen, to put the community in community center. So we'll be following that. We hope you follow it too. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, Sandusky.com. Thank you for reading our copy at staytuned, on Substack. I'm Matt Westerhold. And if you can, push the subscribe button. It's free. You get a lot of what we have, regardless of whether you support us by paying us, which is $5-6 a month. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to try and turn my head sideways now. And if anybody has any questions, let me see if I can do this. Actually, I think I can go like this. All right. Anybody have any questions? I see Joe Baumgartner's watching. How about that? Joe Baumgartner. Joe Baumgartner is Elizabeth Baumgartner's husband. Elizabeth is a frequent critic of mine, frequent critic of everyone. Hi, Joe. Nice to see you. Mary joined. Kristen Johnson. Yeah, Joe's still there. Joe, you got any questions? You want to say something nasty? Now's the time. Anybody have any questions? It looks like my internet connection is unstable. That figures. Let me get rid of that. All right. If nobody has any questions, I'm not seeing any. I'm going to go back to landscape mode, and I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you for supporting local journalism. If you can, hit the subscribe button. If you can become a paid subscriber, please do. If you have any questions about public records, call our help desk at 419-357-5051. If you're having trouble getting public records, we'll give you some assistance on that, free of charge, especially if you're a subscriber. So thank you. I'm Matt Westerhold. This is StayTuned, Sandusky.com.